Terry McGinnis is the main character in Batman Beyond. Now, of course, Batman Beyond represented and represents a new chapter in the ongoing Batman legacy. Set in a futuristic Gotham City, the series, which debuted in 1999, reimagines the Batman mythos by introducing a new Dark Knight mentored by an aging Bruce Wayne. In this video, I want to give you guys a rundown of everything to do with Batman Beyond. Now, while this video is probably titled something like The Full Story of Batman Beyond, it's not really going to be like an episode by episode breakdown. But by the end of this video, I'm hoping you guys will have a full understanding of the character of Batman Beyond. Not just Terry McGinnis and his origins in becoming Batman, but also his relationship with Bruce Wayne, the villains of the show, the returning characters, the allies, so on and so forth. By the end of this video, I'd like to think you'll have a full understanding of Batman Beyond. Let's get into it.
What are you? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Fear. I'm vengeance.
The story of Terry McGinnis, the central figure of Batman Beyond, begins in a futuristic Gotham City that has changed in appearance but remains familiar in its struggle with crime and corruption. Terry, a high school student with a somewhat troubled background and a rebellious demeanor, inadvertently stumbles into the world of Batman, setting the stage for his transformation into the new Dark Knight. Terry's journey as Batman begins with a chance encounter with Bruce Wayne. After a confrontation with a group of Jokers, a street gang which idolizes the infamous Joker, Terry finds himself on the grounds of Wayne Manor, where he assists an elderly Bruce Wayne in fending off some attackers. This encounter is Terry's first glimpse into the world of the original Batman, though he is initially unaware of Bruce's iconic past. The turning point for Terry comes with a personal tragedy, the murder of his father, Warren McGinnis. Terry discovers that his father had stumbled upon a deadly secret involving Derek Powers, the CEO of Wayne Powers, who has turned the company into a hub for illegal activities. Fueled by a desire for justice and retribution, Terry returns to Wayne Manor, where he uncovers the entrance to the Batcave, revealing Bruce Wayne's identity as the original Batman. Confronted with the truth about Bruce Wayne and driven by his father's murder, Terry convinces Bruce to let him take on the mantle of Batman. Initially, Bruce is, of course, reluctant, burdened by the losses and sacrifices of his past. However, Terry's determination and sense of justice resonate with Bruce, reminding him of his younger self and the need for Batman in Gotham. Terry dons an advanced, technologically equipped batsuit, marking the birth of a new Batman for a new era. As the new Batman, Terry faces challenges distinct from those of his predecessor. Gotham's criminal landscape has evolved, with new threats emerging that require not just brute force, but also technological savvy and adaptability. Terry's initial outings as Batman are marked by trial and error, as he learns to navigate his new role and the capabilities of the Batsuit. His youthful energy combined with the suit's advanced features, including flight capability, cloaking, and enhanced strength, bring a new dynamic to the Batman persona. Now, a crucial part of Terry's role as Batman is of course his relationship with Bruce Wayne. Bruce serves as a mentor, a guide, and occasionally a critical overseer. Bruce from the Batcave provides tactical support, training, and moral guidance, helping Terry into a capable and conscientious hero. This mentorship is not without its challenges, as Terry strives to balance Bruce's legacy with his own instincts and principles. Through this mentor-protege relationship, Terry grows not just as a crime fighter, but also as a person. He learns the importance of responsibility, the weight of the choices that Batman must make, and the sacrifices inherent in leading a double life. Terry's assumption of the Batman mantle is a testament to the enduring nature of the symbol and its ability to inspire and adapt across generations. His rise as the new Batman in Batman Beyond represents a seamless transition of the Batman legacy into the future. His journey from a headstrong teenager to a mature and reflective hero embodies the essence of what it means to be Batman, a symbol of hope, justice, and the perpetual fight against darkness. In Terry, the spirit of Batman finds a new expression, proving that the legacy of the Dark Knight is not bound by time, but is a timeless beacon in the ever-changing landscape of Gotham City. Anyway, the relationship between Terry and Bruce is central to the narrative, and it forms the emotional core of the series. It's a multifaceted dynamic, evolving from initial reluctance and skepticism to deep mutual respect and understanding. Let's delve further into the complexities and evolution of their relationship. Now, this relationship begins with a foundation of tension. Bruce Wayne, now a reclusive, aging figure, has long since hung up the cape and cowl, haunted by the sacrifices and losses incurred during his time as Batman. When Terry discovers Bruce's secret and later seeks to assume the mantle of Batman himself, Bruce is initially opposed to the idea. He sees his own failures and losses reflected in the young and impulsive Terry, fearing that history could actually repeat itself. Despite his initial reluctance, however, Bruce recognizes the qualities in Terry that he once saw in himself: a strong sense of justice, resilience, and a willingness to fight for what is right. Gradually, Bruce accepts Terry as the new Batman and begins to train and mentor him. This mentorship goes beyond teaching Terry how to use the Batsuit, or just engage in combat. He imparts lessons from his years of experience as Gotham's protector, emphasizing the importance of strategy, moral judgment, and the psychological aspects of being Batman. Over time, the relationship between the two evolves into one of mutual respect and understanding. Terry often challenges Bruce's methods and decisions, bringing a fresh perspective and reminding Bruce of the importance of hope and connection. Conversely, Bruce serves as a grounding force for Terry, tempering his youthful impulsiveness with wisdom and caution. This dynamic is of course not without its conflicts, as the two characters often have different approaches to handling situations. Terry, growing up in a different era with distinct challenges, sometimes finds Bruce's methods outdated or overly cautious. These conflicts, however, serve to deepen their relationship as both characters learn from each other and grow. As Terry becomes more comfortable in his role as Batman, the emotional bond between him and Bruce strengthens even further. Terry begins to see Bruce as not just a mentor, but as a father figure, while Bruce starts to view Terry as a worthy successor and, in many ways, the son he never had. This bond is particularly poignant when Bruce's history of loss and isolation suggests a sense of closure and continuation of his legacy. In Batman Beyond, Terry's discovery of his biological connection to Bruce through Amanda Waller's Batman Beyond project further cements this familial bond, adding a layer of destiny and legacy to their relationship. Now, if you're confused by this storyline, I think it's actually something that's brought up in the end of Justice League Unlimited. Strangely. But anyway, check out that if you want to see more about this storyline. It's a good one. This entire mentor-protege, father-son relationship between Bruce and Terry is a defining element of Batman Beyond. It represents the passing of the torch from one generation to the next, highlighting the enduring nature of the Batman symbol. Now, throughout the series, Terry, of course, as Batman Beyond, faces countless villains, some new and some old. Let's take a look at these. Inc is one of Terry's earliest and most formidable foes. She's a shape-shifting mercenary with a body composed of a dark liquid substance. Her ability to morph into any shape, coupled with her strength and stealth, makes her a daunting opponent. Inc's battles with Terry are not just physical confrontations, but also psychological duels, as she often uses her powers to manipulate and deceive. Inc's character explores themes of identity and transformation, reflecting the fluid and often unpredictable nature of the future. The Jokers, a gang inspired by the past. The Jokers are a street gang idolizing the Joker. They represent a twisted homage to the chaos brought by Gotham's most infamous villain. Unlike the Jokers lack a singular, charismatic leader, instead operating as a group that embraces anarchy and mayhem. Their clashes with Terry highlight the enduring influence of the Joker's legacy and the challenge of facing adversaries who are more interested in chaos than in any grander scheme or goal. Derek Powers, the CEO of Wayne Powers, is a key antagonist in the series. After an accident involving hazardous chemicals, Powers becomes Blight, a radioactive villain emitting lethal radiation. As Blight, Powers represents the dangers of unchecked corporate power and ambition, a theme deeply resonant in a future dominated by mega corporations. His transformation into Blight is also a metaphor for the corrupting influence of power. Terry's confrontations with Blight are significant as they pit him against a villain who wields not just physical strength, but also immense corporate and political influence. There are, of course, other villains throughout the series, but what's important is that each of these villains that is brought into the show introduces Terry to the complexities of fighting crime in a futuristic Gotham. Inc's shape-shifting abilities challenge him to think creatively and anticipate the unexpected. The Jokers, with their anarchic behaviour, force Terry to confront the chaos that can arise in a society where the lines between admiration and obsession blur. Blight, as a symbol of corporate corruption and power, challenges Terry to navigate a world where enemies can hide behind wealth and influence. The introduction of all these new villains in Batman Beyond is crucial in establishing Terry McGinnis' identity as Batman. They provide a canvas against which Terry's abilities, both as a crime fighter and as a moral agent, are tested and developed. In facing these adversaries, Terry not only upholds the legacy of Batman, but also carves out his path, reflective of the challenges and complexities of a new era in Gotham City. Now let's take a look at some of the new allies and returning characters in Batman Beyond. Throughout the show, Terry McGinnis is not just a lone crusader. He is supported by a cast of allies and characters who add depth and dimension to the narrative. These figures not only assist Terry in his crime-fighting endeavours, but also enrich the storyline with their own backgrounds, motivations, and interactions with both Terry and Bruce. There's Maxine, or Max Gibson, a genius student at Terry's high school. She quickly becomes one of his closest allies. Upon discovering Terry's secret identity, Max insists on helping him in his mission. Her intelligence and expertise in technology make her an invaluable asset, and Max often aids in research and information gathering, serving as a counterpart to Bruce's role in the Batcave. Her character adds a layer of youthfulness and relatability to the series, and represents the importance of friendship and trust in Terry's life as Batman. Barbara Gordon, formerly Batgirl, now serves as the Commissioner of the GCPD. Her complex history with Bruce Wayne and her experience as a former vigilante provide a unique perspective on Terry's role as Batman. While initially skeptical and even opposed to Terry's vigilante activities, she gradually comes to accept him. Barbara's role in Batman Beyond bridges the gap between the old guard and the new, offering a connection to the legacy of the original Batman while navigating the complexities of law enforcement in a futuristic Gotham. Ace is Bruce Wayne's loyal Great Dane. Occasionally, he assists Terry in his endeavors. While primarily Bruce's companion, Ace's role in certain episodes show him aiding Terry in combat and providing support in critical situations. Ace's presence offers moments of companionship and loyalty, highlighting a more personal aspect of Terry and Bruce's lives outside of their Batman responsibilities. Later in the series, Terry gains the support of the Bat Boys, a group of young vigilantes inspired by Batman's mission. This group represents the spread of Batman's influence and ideals to a new generation. The Bat Boys assist Terry in larger scale conflicts, showing how the symbol of Batman has become a beacon of hope and resistance against corruption and injustice in Gotham. These supporting characters in Batman Beyond play crucial roles in the development of both the plot and Terry McGinnis' character. Max, Commissioner Gordon, Ace, and the Bat Boys each contribute to the narrative in unique ways, enriching the story and deepening our understanding of the main characters. Now, everything we're talking about is pretty much just from the Batman Beyond TV show, but there was of course a feature-length movie set in the Batman Beyond universe, and that movie is The Return of the Joker. Now, this is big for many ways, the main reason being spoiled in the title, but the Joker himself, the original one, returns to wreak havoc. Let's talk a little bit about this movie. The movie blends elements of the original Batman series with the futuristic setting of Batman Beyond, resulting in a thrilling narrative that bridges two eras of Gotham City's Dark Knight. The film begins with Gotham City enjoying a period of relative peace under the watchful eye of the new Batman, Terry McGinnis. However, this peace is shattered by the shocking and mysterious return of the Joker, Batman's arch-nemesis, who appears unchanged despite being presumed dead for decades. The Joker quickly resumes his reign of terror, targeting high-profile figures in Gotham and confronting the new Batman. Terry, who is initially unfamiliar with the Joker's history, turns to his mentor, an elderly Bruce Wayne, for insight. Bruce is visibly shaken by the Joker's return, reluctant to discuss the past events surrounding the original Joker's disappearance. As the Joker's attacks become more brazen, it becomes clear that he harbours a deep-seated vendetta against Bruce Wayne and Batman. Terry's investigation into the Joker's return leads him to uncover a dark secret from Batman's past. Terry learns about tragic events from Bruce's past, and this kind of borrows elements of the Death in the Family storyline, where a Robin is tortured by the Joker, but this time essentially turned into a mini-Joker. I don't want to spoil everything, but basically it's super creepy, and it's an extremely traumatizing event for Tim Drake. Now, this storyline of course goes on, and there's a big sort of twist and reveal at the end, which I don't want to ruin in this video in case you guys haven't seen it. I know it's like over 20 years old, but still, it's a great movie that you should enjoy for yourselves. All I will say is there's lots of great links into the original animated series, including some appearances of some aged Robins and so on, so check it out if you haven't already. Now, as for the series itself, there are of course other returning characters and villains. Mr. Freeze would be one example, but if I sat here and broke down every reappearance from every character, this would be a horrifically long video, which most of you wouldn't sit through. So I'm trying to keep it concise and consistent and give you all the information you need to truly understand Batman Beyond. Now, before we conclude, like I stated earlier, Batman Beyond culminates in the revelation of Terry's deeper connection to Bruce Wayne, as hinted in the animated series and later confirmed in the DC Comics continuity. It's revealed that Terry is actually Bruce's biological son due to Amanda Waller's Batman Beyond project aimed at continuing Batman's legacy. This twist adds another layer to Terry's story, tying him more closely to the Batman mythos. Terry McGinnis' story as Batman Beyond is a tale of legacy, innovation, and the enduring power of the Batman symbol. It's a narrative that explores what it means to take on an iconic mantle, while facing the unique challenges of a futuristic world. Terry's evolution from a troubled teenager to a capable and compassionate hero under the mentorship of the original Dark Knight resonates as a powerful continuation of the Batman saga, proving that the symbol of the Bat can endure and adapt across generations. And that pretty much brings this video to a close. What did you guys think of Batman Beyond? Did you like it? Are you still a fan? I certainly am, but it never quite lived up to the original animated series for me. But then again, what did? Now before I go, I'd like to remind my UK-based friends that you can check out our store, dragonvaultgames.co.uk. Here you can pick up trading cards, comic book bags and boards, Warhammer, and a bunch of other stuff. Check it out. It's essentially the online store for our physical store that we have here in Newport, South Wales. Make sure you come and visit that if you're ever around. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and return to the Batcave for more Bat content.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Fear. I'm vengeance.